Did you know that the majority of engines people call worn out are actually just dirty inside? Here's the shocking truth. Over 60% of engine performance loss isn't from broken parts. It's from carbon buildup, sludge, and neglected maintenance. And mechanics know this, but they don't always tell you. Because an old engine that feels tired often means more repair work and more profit for them. The crazy part, there's one simple trick you can do, starting today, that can make even a 200,000-mile engine feel smoother, quieter, and more powerful, almost like new again. And if you stick around until the very end, I'll share a bonus method that mechanics quietly use on their personal cars, but almost never offer to customers. I've interviewed ASE-certified mechanics, reviewed technical service bulletins from Toyota, GM, and Honda, and studied reports from the Society of Automotive Engineers, SAE. What I'm about to share isn't snake oil. It's proven methods that bring tired engines back to life. Whether you drive a 20-year-old Honda Civic, a high-mileage Ford truck, or a German luxury sedan, these insider tricks can restore lost performance, improve fuel economy, and even extend your car's life well beyond what most people think is possible. Trick number 1. Engine flush done the right way. What most drivers believe, they think an engine flush is risky or unnecessary. Why it's dangerous. Sludge builds up in engines from short trips, low-quality oil, and missed oil changes. By 100,000 miles, this sludge coats oil passages, lifters, and even piston rings. That's why engines start burning oil and losing compression. Expert insight. Mechanics who know what they're doing use OEM-approved engine flush products at oil changes. Done properly, with the right additive and fresh synthetic oil, this dissolves sludge and frees sticky rings. Skip this, and you'll live with a noisy, weak engine. Do it, and you'll be shocked at how smooth it feels after just one oil change. Trick number 2. Fuel system deep clean. What drivers usually do, they just pour a $5 bottle of cleaner into the tank once in a while. Why it's dangerous. That doesn't touch carbon buildup on intake valves, especially on direct injected engines. By 100,000 plus, carbon deposits choke airflow, cause rough idle, and rob horsepower. Expert insight. Professional mechanics use pressurized fuel system cleaners or walnut blasting for intake valves. Automakers like BMW, Audi, and Hyundai all have official service bulletins recommending intake cleaning at 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Have you ever noticed your car losing power after 80,000 miles? Drop a comment. It's probably carbon buildup stealing your horsepower. Trick number 3. Spark plug and coil refresh. What most drivers believe? Plugs last 100,000 miles. I don't need to worry. Why it's dangerous. By 60,000 to 100,000, plugs wear out, gaps widen, and coils weaken. That means incomplete combustion, wasted fuel, and raw gas damaging your catalytic converter. $1,200 plus to replace. Expert insight. Top mechanics recommend replacing plugs at half the lifetime interval, especially on turbo or GDI engines. Many even replace coils proactively in sets to restore crisp ignition and smooth power delivery. Would you risk a $60 set of plugs to save a $1,200 catalytic converter? Trick number 4. PCV system reset. What drivers usually do wrong? They forget the PCV valve even exists. Why it's dangerous. When the PCV clogs, crankcase pressure builds up, forcing oil past gaskets and into the intake. This creates oil burning, carbon deposits, and loss of compression. Expert insight. Mechanics swap PCV valves and hoses around 50,000 to 100,000 miles. A fresh PCV system stabilizes crankcase pressure, reducing leaks, and restoring smoother operation. And wait until you hear trick number 5, because it's about a $20 filter that most people ignore. But without it, your engine can literally suffocate. Trick number 5, engine air filter reset. What most drivers do wrong. They drive 30,000 to 50,000 miles without touching the filter. Why it's dangerous. A clogged filter reduces airflow, forces the engine to run rich, and builds carbon inside cylinders. Worse, if it tears, dirt bypasses straight into the combustion chamber, scoring pistons. Expert insight. Mechanics recommend inspecting the filter at every 5,000 to 10,000 miles and replacing it at least every 15,000 miles. In dusty regions, even sooner. A $20 filter restores lost horsepower instantly. Have you ever pulled out a filter so filthy it shocked you? Comment below. I bet others have had the same jaw-dropping moment. Trick number 6. Restore compression with top-end cleaning. What most drivers believe. Once an engine starts burning oil, it's worn out. Why it's dangerous. Often, it's not wear. It's stuck piston rings from carbon deposits. Expert insight: mechanics use top-end cleaners like GM's upper engine cleaner or seafoam spray into the intake. This dissolves carbon on piston rings and valve seats, restoring compression and reducing oil burning. SAE case studies confirm significant performance recovery with these treatments. And trick number 7, coming up, will shock you, because it has nothing to do with fuel or oil. It's about an electrical reset that can make an old engine feel brand new overnight. Trick number 7, reset the ECU's adaptive learning. What most drivers usually do, they assume the computer fixes itself. Why it's dangerous. Modern cars use adaptive learning for fuel trims, ignition timing, and throttle response. Over time, the ECU compensates for dirty sensors or worn parts. Even after you fix the issue, the computer may keep running old, inefficient settings, making your engine feel sluggish. Expert insight. Mechanics often reset ECU adaptations after major services. This forces the car to relearn with clean sensors and fresh parts, restoring sharp throttle response and smoother shifts. Some pros even recommend disconnecting the battery for a reset, though OEM scan tools are more precise. Think of it like rebooting your phone. Would you keep using it slow and glitchy, or restart for peak performance? Trick number 8, update and clean critical sensors. What drivers usually do wrong. They ignore sensors until a check engine light appears. Why it's dangerous. By 100,000 miles, oxygen sensors, MAF sensors, and MAP sensors drift out of spec. Even if they don't trigger a code, they feed the ECU incorrect data, leading to poor combustion, wasted fuel, and long-term wear. Expert insight: Bosch, Denso, and NGK, major sensor manufacturers, all recommend proactive replacement of O2 sensors around 100,000 miles. Mechanics also clean MAF sensors every 20,000 to 30,000, using proper cleaner, never break cleaner. This one step alone often improves MPG by 5 to 10%. Ever noticed your fuel economy suddenly drop with no warning light? Comment if that happened. It's probably a tired sensor lying to your ECU. Trick number 9, restore lubrication with high moly oils. What drivers usually believe, all synthetic oils are the same. Why it's dangerous. Older engines develop more friction and wear. Standard oil may not provide enough protection. Expert insight. Veteran mechanics and fleet operators often switch high-mileage engines to synthetic oils with molybdenum disulfide moly additives. Moly bonds to metal surfaces, reducing friction dramatically. Studies from SAE show moly-based oils can reduce wear by up to 50%. The result? Quieter operation, smoother acceleration, and extended lifespan. Would you rather add a $10 upgrade to your oil or risk accelerated wear on a $5,000 engine? Trick number 10, professional carbon cleaning. The secret weapon. What most drivers never do. They assume carbon buildup is normal aging. Why it's dangerous. By 100,000 to 150,000, even well-maintained engines suffer heavy carbon deposits on intake valves, pistons, and combustion chambers. This causes misfires, pinging, loss of power, and eventually burned valves. Expert insight. High-end shops use walnut blasting, hydrogen carbon cleaning, or advanced chemical treatments to restore intake valves and pistons. BMW, Audi, Hyundai, and other OEMs have official service bulletins recommending this. Customers who do it report engines that feel like they dropped 50,000 miles overnight. But here's the kicker. The bonus method I'm about to share is something almost no mechanic tells customers. It costs nearly nothing, yet it prevents 80% of old engine complaints before they even start. Bonus method: routine short interval oil changes after big services. Why it matters. After an engine flush, carbon clean, or major repair, most drivers go right back to their normal 5K to 10K oil changes. The hidden danger. Residual sludge and carbon loosened during cleaning continue circulating. Left in the engine for thousands of miles, they cause reclogging and new deposits. Expert insight, veteran mechanics quietly run a short oil change interval, sometimes just 1,000 to 2,000 miles, right after a big service. This removes loosened debris before it can resettle. They almost never recommend it to customers because most wouldn't pay for it. But it's the reason their own engines run far longer. Would you throw out the dirty mop water after cleaning your house or leave it sitting? Same with your engine. Flush the junk out early. So here's the truth. A tired, rough engine usually isn't worn out. It's dirty. Engine flushes, fuel system cleaning, fresh plugs, and PCV resets restore lost smoothness. Air filters, top-end cleaning, and ECU resets give instant power back. Sensors, high moly oils, and professional carbon cleaning extend life dramatically. And the bonus method, short interval oil changes, locks in all that progress. Do these, and you'll be shocked how much life is still left in your old engine.